Man, so we finally made it to part three. Oh my God. So, in part three, we're talking to like 30 to 35. Okay. So, I'm basically giving all the wisdom and all the experiences that I learned from 18 all the way up to like 35. And then I'm going to do a recap, like a whole thing of it. And some of y'all and some of us, so I didn't have my daughter until I was like 31 when I got pregnant. I didn't give birth until 32. And so my daughter is born September 6th, 2022. I'm born July 4th, 1990. So giving birth at like 32 was freaking crazy, okay? Because I had been going through some stuff like in my 20s. So, about 30. Yeah, about 30. At the end of 2021. Yeah, it's about 31 almost. Like, almost somewhere. I don't fucking know. End of 2021, I had decided to get my life together because I had took some deep dark paths, especially after catching my case at 26. So the deep dark paths led to doing all types of weird crazy stuff. But in October, I was like, I'm done doing the first half of the crazy stuff I was doing at that time, which was drugs. And so then I eventually left that alone. To the very next month, I was like, you know what? Let's stop drinking because I wasn't doing anything anymore. So I was like, if I'm not doing the drugs, I'm not drinking. Now it was just like, oh, I smoke a cigarette and I smoke my weed and going by my day. And then I found out I was pregnant in the beginning of 2022. So somehow, a body that at the age of 18 I was told I would never have kids. Doctors was for sure I would never have kids. All the way up to 2022 to find out I was pregnant. I went that entire 9 months thinking I was pregnant with a blob of dust. I was like, there's no baby in there. I was like, man, watch this. And so when I gave birth, I literally was still not believing it. It was all the way up until the baby came out. It was literally the moment I heard her first cry that I knew I was actually pregnant and my life had literally just changed. And it changed for the best, the amazement. This is the new thrill. This is the new adventure of life. And I'm actually experiencing it. What? That was my second amazing gift from life. You know, high school graduation, your first true love, and then you go through your first experience with jail, getting in trouble, then you bouncing back, getting a new job, finding a new path, then you follow and say you no longer want to be in the dirt no more, and then you pick yourself up, and then as you're picking yourself up, you get this amazing blessing that comes out of nowhere. And now you have have this tiny human that you're looking after, this tiny little person, and you're like, oh my God, this is what my body was getting ready for. And that's an experience all on its own. So no matter what age you experience it, it's a blessing. It's a huge blessing. And if you feel that in your soul you don't want to be a parent, and that's not your goal, and that's not your dream, and the first time you see the baby and you hold your baby and it don't click, don't feel bad. It took my daughter about 6 months until she started smiling at me, and then I finally felt comfortable. Because I was like, she doesn't like me. She doesn't smile at me. What is wrong with me? Like, I was going through a lot. Postpartum depression will hit you quick as fuck. It almost made me want to cry right now just thinking about it. But it does. It happens. The baby will eventually smile at you. You're gonna be happy. You're gonna be like, oh my God, she liked me. So don't worry, it'll happen. And then let's also talk about marriage, because I've been married twice. I only have one child. I've been divorced twice. That divorce process is fucking expensive and it's fucking draining, okay? It's very draining. It's not just draining emotionally, physically, mentally, it's draining financially. Okay? And let me tell you something. It may be draining. It may be mind blowing. It may be the most terrible thing that's happening in your life. But you're going to get through it. You're going to be fine. I promise you. You may feel like everything is unreal. Is this really happening? You're fine. It happens to everyone. Everyone goes through that shocking feeling. I remember the first time my second husband and me split. I had been depressed and I had been in a really bad place. And I had woke up one day and I was like, you know what? Whatever. And I started taking a shower. I did my hair. I cooked. I cleaned the entire house. And I went out into the neighborhoods and to talk to everybody and, got out of the house. And when I came home, the energy was different. The energy was completely different. I didn't know what happened. My husband came home. I'm watching his body language. I'm watching how things is going, and I'm like, something's not right. Something's not. And so I asked him, do you want dinner? He's like, no, I don't want your food. My food? Okay. I was like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, if you got something going on, you need to go ahead and say it and talk, because I've been in good spirits all day long. So I don't know what's going on, but you're not going to come home and ruin my energy. And then we started getting into it. And then he's like, I'm done. And I was like, okay. Took off my ring, put it on the counter, and was like, get your shit and get the fuck out. It's like, all it is a piece of paper. You can go whenever you want. And he packed all his shit. I said, yep, make sure you get every fucking thing. I even went through the dirty clothes baskets and got his shit out of there. No, bitch, no, you're not leaving a motherfucking thing here. Bye. Packed all that shit up. He called a cab. Cab got there, and he left. And I remember before he left, he was like, oh yeah, here, because you got to pay the electric bill. And he gave me $100 bill. And guess the electric bill had been like $60 or something like that. And he gave me the $100 and it's like, keep the change. It took everything in me to hold my composure. But then when he finally made it out the house, I picked up the phone. I called my mama. And as soon as she said hello, and I said, I broke down crying. I said, girl, why the fuck he come home and he leave me? And she said, what? And I told her what happened. I told her from the time I woke up all the way to the time that. And then I told her, I said, then this motherfucker had the audacity to tell me to keep the change. Girl, my mama and me bust out laughing because that shit was fucking hilarious. Because what the fuck do you mean keep the change? Bitch, I wasn't, what you thought I was going to do, reach in my titty and give you the fucking money back? The Whew. So even in the darkest time of your life, you're going to find something in there that's going to make you smile, laugh, giggle later on in life. So trust me, it's not all bad. I'm sorry I made this so long. And hopefully you hear something in there that's going to make a difference. Don't stress yourself. You're going to be fine. Trust me. Me versus me. I'm my only competition. Because, baby, what am I competing with you for? I don't know you. Your goals and my goals is two different goals. So, I'm not competing with you. And I sure the fuck is not competing with a woman behind a man that I didn't set on. So, shut up, girl. That's what you need to remember. Just like, why are you competing with me over a man that you already set on? Bitch, we done already won the prize. Bitch, what are we fucking fighting over a grown-ass motherfucking grown dog-ass nigga for? Don't lose yourself behind that crap. We in our 30s. We got shit to do. My last career job was with the Oklahoma Department of Human Services. And that was my last corporate job before I completely reached a place in my life where I said I have to do something that feeds me, my soul, my inner being, this part of me, the inside. Because this is what's been dying for years because I've been just giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. It's time to stop giving. Okay? I opened up a cleaning business. Cleaning helps. It helps other people and it helps me. I have OCD. It helps me organize my brain. It helps me release the sounds, the loud, the pressure, the buildup. It helps release it when I'm in there scrubbing, cleaning, focused, driven, knowing what I'm doing. It helps. It really do. Don't spend your entire life in a position just for a paycheck when at the end of the day, they're going to step over your body before your body even get cold. Before there's a tag on your toe, your job done already replaced you. Don't lose yourself behind no paycheck, okay? Don't lose yourself behind no man. Don't lose yourself behind nothing that ain't feeding your soul. And here's another thing. Some of us have grown-ass kids. I only have a 3-year-old. But I know, and from experience of watching people in my life when they're grown-ass kids, if you ain't gonna take no disrespect from a stranger on the street, don't take no disrespect from a person you gave birth to. I don't give a fuck what anyone say. Respect yourself